I'll go as long as there's no bosses I can hysteria to wipe everybody.
Since our feature on WoW.com, our application inbox has been exploding. In fact, there are so many new players to Steamweedle Cartel and CBC that I'm not sure I can fit them all in a single breath, but let's get them their FaceTime. Oh Wow the Death Knight, Kikadupa the Death Knight, Blomana the Death Knight, Ruintor the Death Knight, Bacon the Death Knight, Soretta the Priest, Nistanda the Warlock, Arius the Warrior, Jaxar the Warrior, Ision the Warlock, Kamadaraku the Warlock, Krellin the Paladin, Sanguine the Priest, Oolong the Hunter, Varinus the Paladin, Anakan the Druid, Olisara the Death Knight, Wolfpaws the Druid, Drazul the Death Knight, Nato the Shaman, Kuraji the Hunter, and many, many more. If I didn't get to you in this episode, I still want to welcome you to CBC. Shoot me a tell so I can be sure to include you in the next episode. Baracus is a former Resto Shaman gone elemental at the start of Wrath of the Lich King, a former member of Dread Legion during its prime. Baracus made the switch to CBC for raiding purposes while in our Black Temple days. He's since proved a loyal member well-versed in both DPS and healing aspects of his class, though at one point unbelieving that /gquit typed and entered into guild chat would actually remove you from the guild. His brief leaving on June 7th, 2009 has earned him a place in the CBC Hall of Fame and this episode's CBC Member Spotlight.
That puts me at 6,041 gear score.
That's gear score.
Good, right?
Is that anything like EPing?
No, my EPing is the Spire in ICC.
The topic of Blizzard's online store selling in-game items for real dollars has been a heavy topic of discussion among several of our guild.
$20, you get a shot.
$20 a shell. Everybody would have it. It's ridiculous. Sounds like Diablo now, man.
Everyone should have it. That's their point.
These last 3 weeks have also revealed to us just how aware Fury Warrior Brogar is while in the game.
Happened to be right by the summoning stone.
Okay, you haven't done very many quests tonight.
And somebody's killing me because I forgot I was flagged.
And then 20 minutes later...
I'm probably gonna need summon.
What?
We'll get the Warlock to do that.
Yeah. Forgot that we didn't have a Warlock, and I blew my hearth to go respec, and now I'm stuck in Orgrimmar.
Though we can't say much about Brogar without saying the same things for Jakat.
I got
Go ahead,
Elder in my range, check finder. Where is he?
He's standing directly on top of you.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I couldn't see him.
You know, I really couldn't tell if you're serious, but...
No, I couldn't see him at all on my screen. I was like, is he blended in so well? I was like, why the heck do I got Elder in my range?
You got issues, man. Serious issues.
Menorah fat jokes didn't go unheard in our recent raids. In fact, there was a battle among CBCers during our 15-minute raid break.
Yeah, Moon is so fat the last time she saw 90210 was on the scales. And that was right before it said to be continued.
Menorah has more chins than a Hong Kong phone book.
How about Moon so fat that Xaero took a picture of her at Christmas and it's still printing?
Moon, we can't be within 12 feet. Go away.
The only way that's possible is if Mooney's back in Outland.
Can we replace the phrase big time with moon time?
We probably could.
Isn't that like overkill though? I mean, moon time is a lot of time.
I'm not really sure how to lead into this next clip.
I want tacos for dinner and pie for dessert.
What kind of pie? Mountain berry? From Grand Traverse Pie Company. Delicious.
Yeah, something like that.
I've only got, 6 more pies to go on my frequent pyre card, and I get a free pie.
Nice.
This is sounding worse and worse.
Okay, somehow that was just wrong.
You gotta collect the free pie when you pick up your 10th?
No, I have to buy 12, dude. It sucks.
Frequent peer?
Pyre.
Pyre.
That's not how you spell pyre.
That's true. That does spell peer.
Whatever.
Alright, whenever
Hold on, let me get my card out. And I'll let you know how they do it.
Okay, you got a card?
Cards here.
You got a card? I want a card. Give me a card.
You'll have to become a frequent pyre yourself at Grand Traverse Pie Company, my friend.
Please, for the safety of you and your raid, do not AFK and fly.
If there's in Sholzar Basin going the wrong direction from Ice Crown.
Lag was a big issue the night of the new 3.3.5 patch.
Everybody was down about 2k DPS less than they normally do, so I think that was server lag.
Oh god, that means I didn't have any DPS.
And if it's not server lag, there's probably something else going on.
I'm confused. My latency is 100, and then when I get into the fight, it goes up to about 2,000.
Stop downloading torrent.
I turned off all my torrents and porn.
Who turns off all their porn?
Gotta have that little bit running in the background, right?
Oh, Zan doesn't have to keep any pouring up. Remember, he had his hand with his face on it.
All I need, Pamela.
Learning heroic Saurfang is hard work when it comes to range to spread out. So what's the best method of remembering where you are supposed to stand?
I purposely die where I stand, that way I know where I need to go back to.
Sometimes when I get confused, I put out a mailbox. It stays for 10 minutes, marks where I could be.
Xaero's raid leading is quite profound.
You know, heal stuff and tank things and stuff like that.
That is the most comprehensive raid leading I've ever heard.
Well, that kind of sounded like Siddiq's explanation on some of the boss fights last night.
There were explanations last night?
In fact, it's so good at times that none of us realize we aren't on heroic mode.
You know what? Here's a magic surprise. I did not set it to heroic.
I was gonna say.
Scrub.
And his delivery of strategy is entangled with the most beautiful flow of vocabulary.
Okay, Skull's gonna be like this. Just stay put, Java, you're good.
Okay.
Basically like these marks will be basically like this. Basically you just want to be far enough away from the other mark. Basically. So that basically.
In raiding...
I bubble twisted just before he jumped off.
I hate you. Seriously, that's the second freaking time.
Did you live or did you die?
Yes, I lived.
That's okay, just leave it on, you'll be okay.
CBC finally saw the fall of 25-man Lich King. It was as smooth of a kill after the 4th pull of the night, with only 2 deaths to Valkyr. We think it was actually the little extra attention Jakat gave Arthas right before the pull. We now go to Tabola for an introductory to CBC's new Kid Camp division.
Here at Crimson Blood Clan, we call ourselves the Family Guild. In truth, we are warmongering fathers and mothers preparing the future generation for World of Warcraft dominance. Having seen how Orphan Week can really change a child's life, we at CBC have instituted the Crimson Blood Transfusion Camp. It's a camp for kids designed to immerse the younger generation into WoW and teach them valuable lessons. We teach your child the importance of team play and what to do when something goes wrong while you are playing.
Yeah, it's like if you go into like, what's his name, Cindergross, or what's the dragon, the red dragon, whatever, and you don't have your weapon skill trained up, don't tell people that. Just go, oh yeah, there was a glitch in the game. Yeah, it must have been the game's fault. Yeah, you don't tell people
I didn't tell them it. I didn't tell the people in the group that.
I'm sure there were some who noticed. It's pretty obvious that someone has a fishing pole.
They learn how being part of the Horde on Steam Whittle Cartel means you pwn Alliance in Wintergrass.
Now make sure when you defend you knock out them southern towers. Don't be scared of the Alliance has tenacity. They run at the sight of Horde and only auto attack. So kill, 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 and don't forget to give them a hug when they die.
And the best of the best kids even lead our raids. Are we doing the 2 groups, Will?
1 group. Just for a reminder, tanks should always stay on boss. Everybody's ready. Pulling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom strike, DPS, boom strike, full fire, everybody stand out of the boat. Storm! Boom storm! Run! For boom storm.
So enroll your kids into the Crimson Blood Transfusion Camp, where the future of WoW starts here.
The Crimson Blood Transfusion Camp is not an actual camp, but made up for the montage. We do encourage families to be part of CBC, where we pwn our way to success.
Remember, if you are looking for a casual place to call home, CBC is always open. Just visit our guild website, www.crimsonbloodclanswc.dkpsystem.com. Fill out a guild application and we'll send you a guild invite. Don't want to make the switch to Horde? Want to stay Alliance? Then join Maniacal here on Steam Whittle Cartel, who's currently recruiting for 25-man raiding. Help me and them destroy more of Charam's dignity. Join us for Episode 8 on July 19th. We'll be taking a 3-week break here at the Mooing Druid studio to get caught up on some other work and get back on schedule for the montage. Happy raiding.
Hello, Easy here. Well, it's definitely pronounced Niagara, like Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada.